Just makes me nervous, like, oh my God. Still hitting 37. What's happening, dudes? Out here on the Wired Freedom in the Sierra Nevada mountains here in South Lake Tahoe. We're about to go out on the Flume Trail and try some off-road riding on the Wired Freedom. Look at that cliff, dude. Dude, are you kidding me? Look at these views. Should be a pretty epic day here. We're about to do a 13 mile ride with about 1,100 feet of elevation gain. Most of that elevation gain is gonna be right in the beginning of the ride, and then we'll have a long flat for about 6 or 7 miles. Oh my goodness, dude, this makes me a little nervous here. Just makes me nervous, like, oh my. Then at the end of this ride, we'll have a serious descent where we'll be able to put the Tektro disc brakes to use. So join me on this beautiful ride today. So as many of you know, I have about 14 or 15 electric bikes I could have chosen to bring here. Of all the electric bikes I could have chose to bring here, this was my preferred choice. So that says something for the Wired Freedom. The two whoa, popped a wheelie there. Marlet Lake is in 4.5. Okay, there's a couple things I'm hoping don't happen today. One, you know, a flat tire. I don't want a flat tire to happen because I'm out here and I don't have any sort of like repair kit on me or anything like that. And two, I'm not sure if I really want this to happen or not, but a bear. There are bears out here. This is bear country. Last time I was out here in Tahoe, we actually saw a black bear.
Oh, he's so cute. It's okay. Go back to the forest. We're not gonna get you. You're safe.
But yeah, you know, it's a little, I don't have any bear spray or anything like that. Oh yeah, the hills are happening already. So at elevation 7,000 is the starting point. I'm really happy we have the motor and battery on here, specifically the 60 volt. Let's put this thing on pedal assist too. So that'll give us about 400 watts of power output on this bike. And this, the cadence sensor on this bike is fantastic as far as I'm concerned. A lot of times cadence sensors will cut you off at like specific, you know, mile per hour. This one will give you like a consistent power output, so you can kind of get a little exercise in, but it won't limit how fast you're going. And my goodness, the air quality out here is just fantastic. I'm used to breathing the Los Angeles air, and oh my God, it's just awful compared to this. Crisp, clear air. My goodness, it just smells like pine trees out here. If you can just smell that through the computer screen. Here's a fellow mountain biker out here. Is that an e-bike? And I got the suspension seat post on this bike right now. It is a full suspension bike, not the most fantastic full suspension bike. So pairing it up with a suspension seat post on this as well, this thing is like riding on a cloud with these massive tires on there and all this suspension. This thing is awesome. Dang, we're already 1.5 miles into this ride. This thing is just dominating this mountain, this hill. Let's go ahead and open this thing up a little bit, get a little bit of speed going up this hill. Putting out 2,200 watts right now, just killing this hill, man. This is like a little motorcycle, a silent motorcycle off-roading out here. And these 4-inch wide fat tires, these things are really nice out here. Whew. How am I gonna let off that throttle now after doing that? Come on, let's get some exercise in out here. Getting a little action shot for the camera here. Maybe a little air on this thing. Oh yeah. So as I was saying, I have about 14 or 15 different e-bikes I could have chosen to bring out here on this trip. I only had enough space in the car to bring one, and I chose the Wired Freedom for a variety of reasons. You know, I could have gone with something, you know, like the Hovsco Hov Alpha with a torque sensor. This one, you know, this is just a little higher power machine. So, you know, since I have it, I thought, why not? You know, I could go with something like the Velotric Nomad 1. That is a monster hill climber. But again, you know, this is just like a higher, you know, higher power bike, a little more fun. Not that those other two bikes are not fun, but you know, this one does have the 2,400 watts, making it, you know, kind of more like a class 4 electric bike. And, you know, it is more expensive. You know, this one's like $2,000, or Hovsco Hov Alpha is kind of more like 16. And, you know, the Nomad 1 is more like what? Right around $1,390. So those are great bikes, but I mean, this one just has more power, man. Can't beat the 60 volt. Another tempting one to go with, you know, the 72 volt Saran, my $10,000 custom electric bike, but you know, that's just not really in good spirit to bring out here. Too loud, too much power, tear up the trails way too much, not really legal. I don't know if this is technically legal, but at least, you know, the Wired Freedom, this thing gives you a lot of power and allows you to get some exercise in. It's quiet, not like, you know, the Saran's really freaking loud. Oh, look, see, we're about to go blowing past this electric bike, going about 17 miles an hour. So this thing is all you need out here, really, and it's quite comfy. Wow, look at these skies, and this has really opened up. So I've already put this thing through quite a test, you know. I don't know if I posted a video yet at the time I'm posting this video, but I rode this bike out on the sand by the beach in Los Angeles, and actually rode pretty much into the ocean. This thing got completely drenched in water. This is my very next ride after that ride, and oh no, it's holding up just fine. Man, this hill's getting steep. Still just running pedal assist 3, giving myself a little exercise here. And I can really feel the elevation. It just really robs you of your breath as the air gets thin up here, high up in the atmosphere by Lake Tahoe. Probably relying on these motors and batteries hasn't been the best thing for my physical, you know, conditioning, but it really helps me get out here and ride way more than I would ever ride if I didn't have motors and batteries. Let's show this thing, pedal assist 4, show this hill, what the wired freedom is made of here. We are pulling 1,400, 1,500 watts, 10 miles an hour. Getting a little bit gnarly here. So when I was doing the sand ride, pulling like 2,000 watts consistently, it did shut down on me eventually, like after like 3 or 4 minutes. Oh no, now it's saying motor or controller short circuit fault. Oh no. So we got a little bit downhill, so we must have did all the elevation gain. Oh, fender's water. I mean, we've already rode this thing through the Pacific Ocean. I know a little puddle of fresh water out here isn't gonna do any harm, all right? And wow, what a treat. Look at this, is Marlet Lake, I think it's called here. Rolling up on Marlet Lake, elevation 7823. We are up here. Let's go take a peek at this lake. Dang, it's so pretty out here. She said, how did I miss that? Big bike. Good, how are you? Got some fellow mountain bikers. Oh, chipmunk. Oh, chain popped off there. Got pretty harsh there for a little bit. Going down that one section. Get a quick little update on our metrics here. We are 5.78 miles into this ride, 31 minutes, showing 5 out of 5 bars, 63.8 volts. So pretty good on charge. We'll go around this puddle. Tempting to kind of splash through, but not really at the same time. Stop and take a look at this little overlook. Oh, watch out, tree. So we've got about 4 or 5 miles of just riding along this lake, relatively flat, a little bit downhill. And then we'll put the brakes. I heard something moving in the bushes over there, probably just a chipmunk. Could have been a bear though, you never know, man. But after a little bit of flat riding, we are gonna go to a single track, and it'll be some pretty hairy, exposed overlooks and cliffs, apparently. I've never done this ride before. And then the final thing will be a long downhill, about 3 miles, very steep drop down, probably about lose almost 1,500 feet of elevation. So we'll put these Tektro brakes to the test. Tires are holding up so far. Fingers crossed. We're going the right way. Did I get lost? Is this right? I feel like something's wrong here. So yeah, here's the single track portion. Oh, so the 4-inch wide tires didn't go exactly where I was trying to point them there. That is one downside of the fat tires. There's a lot of good things about them, but they're not the best for handling because they are a little, oh, I barely fit through there. Oh man, this is a little bit more intense than I was expecting. Okay. Got this wired. Whoa. Yeah, this is a little bit more than I was expecting. I'm actually gonna hop off for this portion right here. I don't feel 100% confident going around this turn on this bike. It's got a little bit of weight to it. It's not exactly a mountain bike. Oh, we got a little bridge across here. Oh, dude, this is like, I'm a little bit afraid. Don't want to lose my balance. Dropping the seat down just a bit for this in case I need to put my feet down. Hopefully all goes as planned. Whoop. Nice. Oh, I see what they're talking about, the exposed part of this ride. There's a little cliff right there. And now we get our first glimpse of Lake Tahoe off in the distance there, the big lake. Get a little bit of speed, 21 miles an hour is really all you need on a trail like this, man. This is paradise out here. If you don't have an e-bike, man, I recommend you get one. Whether it's the Wired Freedom or whatever your choice is. These things are just incredible. Little motorcycle out here. Silent riding. Grippy tires. Whew. Oh. Yeah, I see what they mean about the exposedness of this ride. You could lose your traction there a little bit. Have a little oopsie doopsie here. A little wheelie action there from the throttle. Oh my goodness. I wonder if there's any mountain bikes coming the other direction. This is a two-way trail. I think this is the main little brakes. There we go. Oh yeah, look at this little cliff. We're gonna stop here and let this gentleman pass by. So after all this, I think we're gonna end up riding down to like Lake Tahoe to one of the beaches. If we got enough juice left, we'll see how we're doing. Whew. These little sharp rocks make me nervous, man. These tires out here, no repair kit for the tires. This light, I need to tighten that light down up there. Look at these rocks. Whew. I know I said it before, but man, the cadence sensor on this bike is really like just right, you know? Just put it on pedal assist 1, it allows you to have an easy 200, 300 watts of power, just kind of put a little exercise in, but no jolts in power where you really wouldn't want any jolts in power here with this big cliff here to the left, man. Keeping my hand off that throttle for the time being. Wow, look at all these boulders, man. Looks like a tree fell down here. So quiet and peaceful. Oh my goodness, dude. It's just like so exposed right here. Like, whoo. So check it out, dudes. We're gonna end up going down to that beach down there. You see it down there? Sarah's down there. That's where the car's parked. We're gonna end up winding and weaving around and hopefully have enough battery to get down there. Dude, I'm not even gonna lie. I just like stopped out here for like 30 minutes just to chill and take this all in. This is like the most beautiful sight I've ever seen in Lake Tahoe area. And honestly, for Lake Tahoe, that's kind of saying a lot because this entire place is epic. This has honestly got to be the most amazing bike trail I've ever ridden on. Wow, that is quite the exposed drop-off point. So these 4-inch wide fat knobby tires, man, they might not be the most efficient in terms of, you know, rolling resistance, but they're sure nice to have out here. A little extra confidence. Oh, this looks like a fun little section. Yeah. Get a little speed. Have not been experiencing any brake fade on the Tektro brakes so far. We'll see on this downhill section coming up though. Mile number 8. I could see how this would be a little intimidating for, well, really anybody. Just the amount of exposed cliffs going on here to the left. Get on that throttle just a little bit. Don't clip your shoulder on that rock, bro. What do we got here? Caution, landslide area. Please walk bike through. Oh, yeah. I think I'm gonna probably get off for this part. Whoa. Holy crap. Look at that. Whew, that beach down there, that water is looking beautiful. Come on now, wired grip. Look at that cliff, dude. There's a chipmunk down there just hanging out like, don't worry, bro, it's cool. So we're at 62.1 volts. How far are we into this ride? 9.41 miles. Our ride time, showing 5 out of 5 bars. Not accurate, but 62 volts is pretty solid. Oh, did you see that chipmunk? Watch out there, bro. Oh my goodness, dude, this makes me a little nervous here. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna walk this. This just makes me nervous. Like, oh my gosh, like we'll probably be all right. I don't know why I'm afraid to like ride here. I should just ride right through here. Just nervous of like what would happen if I made a mistake. And I'm really happy with this suspension seat post. So it is a full suspension bike. So, you know, the rear suspension on this isn't like amazing. It's got a little bit of travel. It's pretty decent. It really, you know, helps isolate the battery on the bike and the electronics and all the frame, you know, the components from, you know, taking all the impact over all these little bumps and stuff, but I'm really enjoying the added benefit of the suspension seat posts on here as well. Little double extra squishy suspension. Man, I just want to pick up the speed now. Bro, how do I even go back to riding by the beach in LA after this kind of riding? This is just incredible. Oh, got a little creek we're going to be riding through apparently. All right, why not? All right, dudes, I think we're coming to the really steep downhill part. So like, we're really gonna be putting these brakes to the test, I think, for the next couple miles. We're on about mile 10, and we got a big bike. What is this thing? 70 some pounds, 180 millimeter, I believe, Tektro hydraulic disc brakes. They feel great. These brakes really feel great. It's gonna be interesting to see how they hold up. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I wasn't expecting all that, man. There's a little bit of rockiness going on there. Make way for the doggies. Doggy says, "Arr." So the brakes, I'd say we're about a mile or two into this descent. They're holding up. They're powerful enough I can just have one finger on there. And that's really important, actually, you know, on this like downhill descent kind of deal. So you can keep both hands planted on, maintain control of the bike. I want to hit this little feature here.
Have fun.
He said, have fun. We're having fun, dude. Heck yeah. Let's try this one. What is this all about? Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Woo! So if you guys are thinking about getting one of these wired freedom bikes, man, I'd have to say this has got to be one of the best bang for the buck bikes power-wise out there. You know, about $2,000, not exactly cheap. You can certainly get, you know, a cheaper bike, you know, like Velotric Nomad 1 or the Hobco Hob Alpha, which are great bikes, but they just don't have the power this bike has. This thing is a blast, dude. 60 volt. Highly recommend this bike, and I do have that link below the video. I don't know what the current availability is, but at the time you're watching this video, full suspension coming in handy there. They are kind of, you know, a little high demand. So last I saw, they were pre-order for November. I don't know what time you're watching this video, so if they're available, I'd grab one, dude. I'd highly recommend it. And of course, if you did buy through that link down below the video, that would help support the channel, and they will throw in a little extra bonus for you too, a little extra freebie for you. And you cannot ride out here without full suspension. It'll just beat up your bike too much. Oh, whoa, whoa, getting a little air there. Didn't even know that was coming. And this descent is some serious descent. Oh yeah, more air. Got a little doggy coming on through. Dude, my fingers are getting tired from pulling these brakes so much. We get a quick little speed run in here, why not? Looks like it's wide open. Woo! Still hitting 37. Sorry, guys. Doggy is not listening. Look at that water. Get on that throttle. Make use of that power. Dude, look at this water, bro. Are you kidding me? Look how clear that water looks. I think this is gonna be the beach we're gonna be going to. Somewhere around here. And here is the beach. So you guys remember like where we were? We were way up there. You could like look down and see this beach right here. So final range rolling up on 18 miles an hour in 38 minutes. Now it's saying 60.3 volts, 4 out of 5 bars on the bar meter. Thanks for watching, dudes. Catch you next time.